It's Storytime Tea. That's me. And today I'm here to tell you a story about how I actually did get took. So if y'all watched the previous videos, y'all know that I almost got took the other day. But I actually did get kidnapped when I was 10. Yo, it's really not even funny. I was actually traumatized, but lessons were learned. So, let's get into it. Basically, I'm like 10-ish, 11-ish, and at the time, I was living with my dad, because I don't know why. I know why. But I would like switch between my parents like every couple of years or whatever. So, when I was little, I was with my mom, and then when I was in middle school, I was with my dad. High school, I was with my mom. College, I was with my dad. Like the last year of high school and then college, whatever. So that's how it was. So at this point in time, I was living with my dad, and he was a little strict, and he would be trying to tell me what I was and what I wasn't going to do. And you know, as a kid, you're not trying to hear none of that. And so I was not trying to listen to him. And like a couple of my friends lived in the neighborhood. One of my friends lived like 4 houses away from me. And he ended up going to Poly and everything. But yeah, so one of my friends lived like 4 houses away. And then my old neighborhood where my mom used to live was like 10 blocks away. But it was kind of like a straight shot, and I felt like I could just be outside for real. And I could just move around my city however I wanted to move around my city, and couldn't nobody tell me nothing. But yeah, so my dad's just like, alright, you could go to his house since he lived right there, and literally if I step into the street and look down, I can see y'all on the porch if you're on the porch or whatever, and I can just text you, see where you at, whatever. Like, you could go to his house if you want to. You could be at his house, or you could be on L porch, or you could go in his house, because like he had a little sister and a brother, and his mother was cool for real, and we went to KIPP together. So it was just like my dad knew who he was, and he was just like, yeah, you can go to his house, but you need to be back from the other neighborhood by this time or whatever. He's just like, when the street light comes on, you should already be walking to the porch when the street light come on. And I'm just like, when the street lights come on, like, bro, like, depending on the time of year, them joints come on kind of early. Like, what you mean? So I'm just like, yeah, sure, when the street lights come on. But it's just like, bro, if it's winter, the street light coming on at like 6 o'clock. I'm not coming to the house at 6 o'clock. I thought I was so grown. I'm like, bro, I'm not coming to the house at 6 o'clock, and you're not gonna be here anyway. So I'm way wild out. And so I would always just be outside. And like for the most part, like on school days or whatever, I wanted to be in the house on time anyway, because it was just like I had schoolwork to do or whatever. But at that point in time, I'm in middle school, and I feel like I had so much homework in middle school. And I would do my homework like at school half the time, so once I got home, I could just do whatever I want to do. And I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna go see my friends today. And so I went to the other neighborhood that was like on the hill down this, like, KIPP is like right next to a big hill, and my old neighborhood was right at the top of that big hill or whatever. And so I was just like, I'm gonna walk from basically McDonald's on Park Heights all the way down to that big old hill that's right in front of KIPP, and then I'm gonna chill with my friends, and whenever I feel like coming back, I'm gonna come back, because who gonna check me? So that's what I get though. So I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go down there and I'm gonna just chill with everybody. That's what I did. And at that point in time, it was just like right after me and my little neighborhood boyfriend had broke up or whatever. So I was just like, I don't even know who's about to walk me home now that I think about it. And it is late. I'm kind of geeked for real. Why did I stay out this late? The street lights was on, and they had been on for like 40 minutes. Like, I was really geeked. I could make it home in like 5 minutes if I just walk super fast. But I waited forever to try to go home. And so I was just like, I'll be alright. I was like, I'm gonna walk on the main road, and then I'm gonna go back home, whatever. And so I'm walking down the street, and my street was a one-way or whatever, and it's like a couple of one-ways over there or whatever. And so I'm walking and I like to face the direction of the traffic so I can like see what's going on for real. And I see this car. I'm not thinking of the car for real because I'm just like, I'm walking home and I'm late. And so that's all I'm worried about. And it's just like my dad had cameras at the front door or whatever, so he knew I would be late. For real, like he would see that I would be late, and then like sometimes he'd say something to me, sometimes he wouldn't say nothing to me. And so I'm just like, alright, I'm already about to get in trouble for real. I shouldn't have been out this late. It's like his camera don't know when the street light came on, but he could put some stuff together to realize that the street lights came on and I'm late. And so I'm just like, if I speed up fast enough, I could say, oh, the street lights was coming on, but I got there like just in time. And so I see the car and I'm just like fake rushing. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta hurry up. But like really not going my top speed. I really should have just ran home for real, y'all. Not gonna lie. And the car like stopped abruptly next to me. I'm dumb at this point in time. I was like 10. So I'm just like, dang, I wonder why this car just stopped next to me. Yo, I'm so dumb. So this man, he's like so big, bro. He's like big. He got like facial hair. He got a little hat on. It's like he all covered up, like very ominous looking. And he just get out of the car and just pick me up and put me in the trunk, y'all. He picked me up and put me in the trunk, y'all. And I'm so dumb. Like I was not prepared for this. I was not prepared to get kidnapped. But like who is? But like I should have been more prepared, right? So I'm in the trunk. I'm like, this is what my dad told me not to be out late. I just got kidnapped. I'm in the car like, yo, what am I about to do? And like we driving, but we not driving at no crazy speed. So I know I'm still in my neighborhood. I'm like, yo, what am I about to do? Like, is there something in this trunk that I could attack this man with when like he come to open it? Or like, is he gonna drug me? Like, it's like, I'm thinking everything. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna die. But then I think about all the times I watch CSI and SVU and all the other stuff, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get out of here. And so my instincts tap in at this point. Kind of late, you know, kind of late, but they still did what they had to do. So I realized how to get out of the trunk. It was like one of those little cars with the little thing in the back, and then you could just come out the, y'all know what I'm talking about? Like you could just come out the seat for real. And I was little. And so since I was little, somebody calling me. Since I was little, I was just like, oh, I could just make it straight through this little compartment. And I did. And so I came through the back seat and I tried to be all quiet with it for real. I tried to hold the seat and everything because I pushed it down. And I was just like, all right, I'm about to slide out of here. It's going to be real smooth if these doors is not locked. And hopefully he think I'm dumb enough to not get out of the trunk and he ain't locked these doors and there's no child locks on these doors and I can just slide out. He was dumb, y'all. I slid out. And so I opened the door all like through them and just jumped out, yo. I looked so crazy on Park Heights falling out of somebody's car. Like everybody was like, because it was like some, y'all know it's like drug dealers or whatever. And somebody just like, hey, yo, she just hopped out of this. You good? And I'm just like, bro, no. And I just full sprint back to my house because I was literally like right by the McDonald's store. I was like a block down from the McDonald's. So I'm just like, bro, I'm really right by my house. Like he didn't go nowhere. Like he must have got caught at every light because he was really right in my neighborhood still. And so I'm running a full speed back to my house. I was so scared. I'm like, yo, he's gonna find me because he took me right by my house. And so I'm just like, he know I live over here, probably. And I'm like, he gonna spin the bin and he gonna put me back in the trunk. I'm like, bro, I should have ran in a store or something. And then I'm dumb too because I didn't even go to my friend's house that lived like 4 doors down. I really went right back to my house. And I was just like, no, I'm just going. And I ran so fast. It was the fastest I ever ran. Like, that's when I knew I was just like, I might as well join track for real. I'm really her. So, I got back home. I shut the door automatically. I put the little lock on because we had like a little security. Bruh. I was so emotional. I'm just like, so dumb at the front door. But I was just like, oh, wait. I can't be so dramatic. my dad is watching. I went up the stairs like, yo, went in the bathroom. I was crying. I was just like, yo, I was about to lose my life. What if I would have got assaulted? What if it was sexual assault? I'm like, bro, he was ready to take me. It was about to be over. Because all I'm thinking about is every SVU episode, yo. Like, I was in shambles. I was like, I gotta get in the tub. I gotta get my life together. I gotta watch regular show, something. Like, I gotta get the laughs going. I gotta text my brother. Like, I was just like, bro, I'm never going outside when the street lights is on ever again. Them lights come on and your girl is in the house. I was like, no more. Like, I have learned my lesson. And I was like, I cannot even tell my father, because if I tell him, he gonna be like, and what I tell you? And what you should have done did? And why ain't you do it? And look at you. Dumb. So I was just like, I'm not even gonna say anything to him, because he's definitely just gonna be like, I told you not to go outside. Why would you go outside? You were supposed to be in the house. This is a school day. Who do you think you are? You're not grown. And I did not feel like hearing that. And so I just was in shambles on my lonesome in the bedroom eating soup like I was sick or something. Like, I really was just eating my little soup, watching whatever show I had on. Like, I was really just in there like, yo, I really could have died. And y'all not even gonna believe who kidnapped me. It's not funny. It's really not funny, but I'm laughing, but it's not funny because I was, my heart was hurting. Like, my uncle kidnapped me. He did it to teach me a lesson. I didn't even find out that my uncle kidnapped me, like, that day. Like, I had found out, like, a little couple of, like, days later. I had found out. My uncle was like, how are you? I'm just like, I'm good for real. He was just like, oh, okay. How your life been? Like, what you been getting into? I'm like, just, the casual A's and B's, just being a good child, minding my business, like I'm supposed to. And he was just like, oh, yeah? He was like, how you been doing with that curfew? You been coming in the house on time? And I'm just like, I'm like, wait a second. Because you built straight like that man that kidnapped me the other day. And now that I'm thinking about it, y'all look fairly similar. I'm just like, he had his face covered up. And he had like on a little beanie or whatever. And so it's like, I didn't really get to see him very well. But I'm just like, y'all got the same exact body type. And now that I think about it, y'all got the same car. I'm just like, bro, did you kidnap me the other day? He was just like, why would you got kidnapped the other day? I'm like, alright, cool. Now everything is a game. Alright, everything is a game. My life is not precious. Like, you don't really care about me because you really put me through that. I really thought I was going to die and it was all a game to you. And she's like, well, you should have just been in the house when you were supposed to. And I'm like, did my dad tell you to do this? Because if he did, I'm moving with my mother today. Because I'm mad. I'm mad and I don't know why you would do this to me. Because I don't deserve it. He's just like, no, I didn't even tell your dad that I did it. I just thought it was funny. Because you should have been in the house. And I'm like, alright, cool. I was just like, least favorite uncle, bets. I'm just like, I'm not going to say anything to my father about this. You don't got to say anything to my father about this. I have learned my lesson. I am not outside when I'm not supposed to be outside anymore. But that's really crazy that you did that to me. Your own flesh and blood. Crazy. But low-key, he not even my blood uncle. But it's whatever. So, yeah, that happened. And from then on, I decided that I wasn't going to be outside by myself at night because I could get kidnapped. And I didn't want to experience that for real. Because that was a fake kidnapping. I'm just like, if my uncle could do it, anybody can do it at this point. I'm just like, I am a very vulnerable little baby. And I'm just out in the world at night alone. Like, that sounds crazy. And so I never did that again for real. It's just like, whenever I'm outside, like, we got to be in a group. It got to be at least 3 of us. At least 3 of us. Because they can't kidnap all 3 of us, can they? Like, 2? I give them 2. But 3? You're not kidnapping 3 people, are you? I don't think so. So that was that. And I definitely, to this day, I ain't told my father. Cause I'm just like, bro, you're not ready to try to throw that in my face. And it was like, once the summertime came, he let me be outside later or whatever. So I felt like if I told him that, he was gonna be like, no, you too vulnerable, and people not even walking you home. Like, how are they your friends if they not walking you home? Like, they the boy, they supposed to walk home. And I'm just like, bro, I'm the only one that don't live over there. Everybody else just walking to their houses. But then my friends started walking me home after that happened. After I told them that I got kidnapped, they was like, wow, that's really crazy. And so they started walking me home in groups, and so it worked out for me for real. But I still was like, I'm not gonna go outside late because I'm already knowing that people like my uncle are on that type of time and they're trying to take me. And I don't want that to happen. I don't want to be one of those people that end up on the news. So, lessons learned. And I would say to you guys, just like I did in that other video, be aware of your surroundings. Maybe follow some of the rules. Sometimes rules are good. Sometimes rules are good. Maybe you follow some of the rules, you know, the ones that matter more. The safety rules. Maybe you follow those ones. Not all of them. I'm not telling you follow all the rules. But I'm just saying, sometimes rules are put in place for a reason. So, me, your girl Tisha, is going to be following the rules. And I don't ever be outside when it's dark no more for real. Even as an adult, I'm just like, I'm still ready to get kidnapped. Woman-napped. So, yeah. But, me and that uncle, I still don't talk to him. I'm mad. And I'm never going to get over it. And I don't care. And he can go somewhere with that. Do not talk to him ever. I don't see him on Thanksgiving. Not worried about him at all. But, you know, I guess he was a part of my maturing as a young adult. But yeah, that's it, y'all. So, for me, Storytime Tish, the tea is over.